Welcome back to From the Ground Up. Today's episode is hosted by myself, Caitlin, and our guest in the studio today is the owner of Coast to Coast Fitness and Yoga Shop, Corey Vasquez. How are you today, Corey?
Doing really, really well. It's a great Monday. Great day to be alive.
Yes. We're very excited to have you on today. At the beginning here, we're going to shout out our sponsor for today's episode, Connect Marketing. Connect Marketing is an all-in-one marketing company. They specialize in social media management as well as anything social media marketing related. But they also excel in brand identity, web design, graphic design, video production, email marketing, event branding. Connect Marketing is dedicated to creating connections for your business that count. You can learn more about how Connect Marketing can help your business at www.connectmarketing.com. That's KINNECT marketing.com. So to get to know your thoughts today, we want to know a little bit about you. So we have a little bit of an icebreaker question for you.
Cool. Bring it on.
So what is something weird or odd that you did at work and no one noticed, or something that happened and you hoped nobody noticed?
Oh, God. That's funny. So last year, I'm not very proud of it, but my in-laws were in town. We had one too many cocktails, and the next day we did the Memorial Day Murph. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Murph, but it's a really tough workout. And so I threw up like 3 or 4 times before the workout. I actually did really well, so I was pretty proud of myself. But I don't think I snuck around the back side of the building, threw up a little bit, and then jumped back in the race line and got after it. So not proud moment, and so I've been a lot more tame since then.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So as always, we start with deeper questions for our guests to tell their stories. So my first question for you is, how did you build Coast to Coast from the ground up?
It's a great question. So, kind of backing that up a little bit, Coast to Coast has been like a vision of mine from the very beginning. High school was it was a high school project, transitioned into a college project, transitioned into beta testing, and then we kind of just went for it. But I was just talking about this question not that long ago with somebody, and Coast to Coast has been the processes which allowed me to connect to people. So I do fitness, and we do baseball and sports and yoga, and we do all that, and we do all really well. But it's the connecting point that brings us to people and allows us to implement positive change and impact in people's lives. And so that's kind of what it's allowed us to grow. And we've done a lot of things in terms of, marketing strategies and, connecting with different businesses and networking and all that. But I think the biggest thing is just, really defining who you are and what you are in a business.
For sure. That's awesome. What was your kind of aha moment, or what was your final moment that pushed you to really start this?
I guess I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. So from 5 years old, literally 5 or 6 years old, I think I remember the first time I started a business with the help of my stepfather at the time. And so I've always known that I wanted to own my own business, and Coast to Coast has been a product of exactly what I wanted to do with my life. I've been blessed with that. I'm truly blessed. But it's been a lot of pivoting, a lot of changing. So the direction at which the business we wanted to go has been different, very different. But I think the aha moment has been kind of like just surrounding myself with an incredible amount of good people. My team's a very passionate group of people. We all believe in the same things. We're all out to change the world in positive ways. And so just creating that team of environment and having them around us in a day-to-day has been kind of what's taken us to that next level when we put our ideas together and then execute those ideas.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that a lot. Reflecting back, are there any points that if specific things hadn't happened, would Coast to Coast maybe not exist today?
Oh, man, yeah. No, there's been, I would say, probably hundreds of things that could have gone differently, connections that could have been missed or not taken, and we could be in a very, very different place. Even all the bad experiences that we've had, or rougher experiences. I don't really like bad experiences. I think experiences happen, and we learn from them, and that's kind of what makes us who we are. But I believe that everything that happened up to this point in time has led us to where we are, and if those things didn't happen, we absolutely wouldn't be where we want to be.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that a lot. What was your organization like? How do you keep your documents, and over time, how has it changed from when you started 9 years ago? how has organization been a key factor?
It's vital. It's absolutely vital. Like we've been super blessed in this last year. We were able to purchase our building, so we've been tenants or leasing tenants for a long time.
Yep.
And so purchasing the building has been a big stepping point for us. And as in this process, I've learned how crucial it really is. I mean, and I'm old school, so I do everything by hand. I used to, and I'm really working on changing into the technology. But we've added. I finally hired a personal assistant, and she's been like the lifesaver of lifesavers.
Yeah.
And so she's really pushing me to really focus on the structural side, on the back side of a business, not just on the front side, because growing it from nothing to something, it takes a lot of both. But to start it off first was the front side of things, the marketing, the grind, the day-to-day operations, that kind of stuff. And now that we're doing well there, it's time to put the focus more on how we're doing things. And we've been doing that. The last 2-3 years have been nothing but restructuring and reorganizing and making things run smoother and better.
Yeah, for sure. What would you advise for those who are struggling with that side of things, the organization, the keeping notes, keeping your documents organized? Is there any tips you have?
Absolutely. Ask for help. I think if I've learned anything in the last 2 years, the last 18 to 24 months, there's a lot of resources out there.
Yeah.
Just from past professors. I've stayed in contact with a handful of professors at USF, and they're fantastic, or they continue to ask me to come back here and help and mentor. But there's a lot of small business resources out there. So asking for help, talking to your CPAs, talking to your bankers, people who are in these positions for reasons, just asking them, learning from their knowledge standpoints, and really asking questions is probably the number one thing I would say.
Is that one thing do you feel like as an entrepreneur you struggle with asking for help? Or
Oh yeah, it's 100% the hardest thing in the world. I got power issues and ego issues, and I already know that. And I'm okay with it. It's also what propels me to different levels. I'm willing to go further than most people in their lives will even pretend to go. So, and that's, it's a good thing and a bad thing. There's a lot of sacrifice that comes with it, and I'm blessed that my wife stands by my side and my kids are amazing. And so without that, I'd be screwed. And having a good team, my team's truly incredible. We're all one team getting after it. So
yeah, that's really cool. I like that. Kind of a similar question, but do you and the team members at Coast to Coast have any sort of to-do for the day, or do you have a routine that you follow outside of the class schedule?
Yeah, we all we have daily procedural things that we do just to make sure that we're making sure that the facilities are maintaining clean cleanliness procedures, and we all have tasks of following up with clients and making sure that we're staying connected with people who are coming and aren't coming. And there's a lot of things that we do on a day-to-day. Marketing, social media is a real big thing, especially in the fitness and in sports world. So staying connected there and just making sure that we're I don't want to say staying relevant, but staying relevant. There's a lot of growth in all business in general. So just making sure that we're doing the necessary things to stay relevant.
Yep. Has it been hard for newer team members to adjust to that kind of schedule or routine, or has it been pretty easy?
No, pretty easy. Like I said, hiring the help with my assistant, she's been fantastic on making transitions really easy. We just recently took on 10, 12 new instructors in overnight, literally, and so it was a transitioning process. But no, with the help with my team and my assistant and the new procedures that we're implementing, the process has been pretty easy.
That's really good.
Yeah.
What are some core values when you look for members that you want to work for you? What are things you look for in those people?
I think my number one thing is I don't really care about, I do care about skill set. I do care about this, but genuinely look for good people, good humans is the number one thing. And I've been pretty blessed with intuition, and I can read people pretty well. And so if you're not a good human, your traits come out over time. And so we just don't deal with not good humans. And I think that having that core value, it goes so far and kind of your mission statement, where you want to go with the business.
Yep. Yeah. What are some things that you do within a work day that other team members don't?
A lot. I do a lot, and it's no discredit to them. They're doing everything that I asked them for and some more. But I do everything really. From marketing to paying bills and all the backside logistics. I'm constantly working, and so it's a never ending battle with entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And they do the same thing. I know for a fact that nobody's really ever sleeping or resting when you're self-employed. There's no time for that really. But I think that just the small minute financial, the macro side of the business, the little things I do daily.
Yeah. For sure. Is there a major difference in your list of tasks between when you first started and where you're at now?
I'm actually I think the last year has been kind of a stepping back moment for me. It's been literally a grind, 80, 100, 120, sometimes just ridiculous amounts of hours in a week's time. Like I said, it's just constantly from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed that you're working. Sometimes you don't get to go to bed, that's just the way it is. But can you read the question one more time? Sorry.
Yeah. Is there a major difference in your list of tasks between when you first started and now when you're working?
Right. So in the last year, my goal has been to kind of step back. I do have 3 beautiful children that I want to be present for in their life. My son just started hockey, and so that's a big thing for me. I don't want to miss out on that.
Yeah.
And so figuring out better ways to delegate help and to ask for help has kind of been my to do this past years, and it's been going really well. Like I said earlier, I got power issues, I got issues, and I know that, but getting rid of some things off of my plate has been a really big blessing. And so kudos to my staff for helping out with that.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's something that's really cool to recognize talking with you. Just I think a lot of entrepreneurs want to take everything into their own hands, which is great, but sometimes it's realistic. You have your own family, and
it's they've sacrificed enough, and so I love my business and I love my people, but I finally got it to a point where I think that I can start to kind of relinquish some tasks and allow people or just take a deep breath and enjoy what's in front of me. So life's short. I've learned that. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
we'll take a quick break here, and we're about halfway through. So we're going to shout out our episode sponsor again, Connect Marketing. Connect Marketing is the agency to go to for all your marketing needs. Their specialty is in all things social media, but they are well versed in brand identity, web design, video production, event branding, and so much more. Connect Marketing is dedicated to creating new and strong connections that matter. You can learn more about Connect Marketing at www.connectmarketing.com. That's KINNECT marketing.com. So moving on to the next question, what has your experience been with social media?
Social media has been a blessing and a curse all in one. It truly allows you to connect to millions of people if you do it correctly. And I think learning different strategies and really taking advantage of what technology can help you with has been fantastic. It just click of buttons if you provide the right content can go a very long way. But it sucks the life out of you. You know? It's very easy to sit there, just like everybody. But especially when you're doing it for a financial purpose or a business purpose, I get a little bit in tuned and a little lost in it sometimes. But I try my best to scale back.
Yeah.
But it's been a blessing, a true blessing. Yeah.
It really is. I do social media for part of my job, and that's something I definitely notice is it's great, and you can reach so many platforms, and it gives you endless opportunities, but you can definitely get sucked into it.
Yeah, especially if you're doing your job and you're finding new strategies and different ways to connect and different ways to get what your message is out there to the people. So it's hard. Yeah. But it's fun.
It is. It's
like a big game.
How much does Coast to Coast share, and what kind of content do you put on your platforms?
I try to do my best to do one post daily.
Okay.
With a purpose. I don't like to just put content out there. It should be you're going after somebody specifically or trying to connect with people with a purpose, and then I don't know, try to do the 3 to 5 stories a day. I think would be pretty solid. And then I'm super blessed with our clientele. They help us very nicely by tagging us and providing content for us, and super big blessing having good people that help with that.
Do you handle all the social media on your own, or do you have someone help you with that, or how does that work?
I predominantly do the majority of it. My wife does help. So she likes to get really crazy with the cool things and the animations and all that kind of stuff. So I'm super blessed there. So she helps me out there. But I think across the board, everybody helps out some way or another. Whether it's just resharing content or providing their own content as well. So I think it's a team effort for sure. But I mostly do the strategized marketing. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. To what degree do you use social media for coast-to-coast marketing?
Say that one more time.
To what degree do you use social media for coast-to-coast marketing?
Pretty aggressively.
Yeah.
I think it's been probably the number one platform that's helped us build it. Actually, I take that back. Number two. Number one would be word of mouth. Word of mouth has been a huge blessing.
Yeah.
But social media is probably our number one source of marketing or content, getting it out there.
Mm-hmm. Cool, that's awesome. What other things does Coast to Coast do to market what you do?
I don't. To be honest, I think just living what you're talking about. Like we truly go out into the world and do what we're saying. I think, and that markets itself. I do. My number one passion, I think, and if I could do it full time, I will at some point in life, is international ministry. So we do. I take groups of people down to foreign countries, and we go down and we build houses. And so like, getting our brand in those environments has been a marketing campaign in itself, and it's unintentional.
Yeah.
Like, we don't do it for the cloud or for the reasons of anything other than helping people, but that kind of thing has been what's excelled our brand. People just believe in what we do, like, and it's super powerful when you have people who believe in what you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, that's really cool. Going off of that, what's one of your favorite ministry trips that you've been on, and why?
Oh man, they're all different, you know, and they all bring something so special. I don't think, my very first trip would probably be it was like the most spiritual, life-changing situation that I've ever been. It was super cool. I went down with my church. I didn't know anybody. It was my first missions trip. I've really never been out of the country by myself. I've been, on vacations and whatnot, but not with a purpose like that. And so like, just the life-changing things that had happened on that trip, I'll never forget. But again, each trip that we do take down, it just brings something a little bit different. Yeah. So I think they all bring, something special into not just my lives, but in the lives of others as well.
For sure. Yeah. Are there some tactics that you look forward to doing within Coast to Coast?
Tactics in terms of marketing,
or just with new technology, social media? Is there anything that's kind of grabbing your attention right now?
I think my favorite things, we do a lot of our own merchandise. So like apparel, all the swaggy stuff. And so like, I think I really enjoy creating new designs and concepts and color schemes, and and so that's kind of been probably our biggest marketing tool, has been people wearing our brand, and like I said, if they believe in it, they'll support it, and we're super grateful for that. So I think marketing in terms of merchandise and apparel and coast to coast swag. So.
Yep, that's cool.
Yeah.
What tactics have you ruled out as not a good fit for you? So maybe like there's one social media platform that you're like, I'm not going to use that, or any marketing tactic that you're like, no, maybe not.
I really want to get into TikTok. I just don't have time for it.
Yep.
Like, I genuinely don't have time for it. So like, if you know anybody who's TikToking and wants to,
that's actually funny, because
wants a job, like, let me know.
I do a little bit of TikTok.
Yeah, no, TikTok is powerful. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot, and I feel like, with the demographics that we're going after right now, TikTok is not exactly the strategy that we want. No, I'm not against it, and I definitely think it would help. Definitely do, especially because a lot of the things we have in our facility are super cool, and if we provide good content for it, I think it'd go a long way.
Yeah.
I hate like car dealership marketing, or not marketing, but like selling. Like, truly transparent across the board. Like, my service is worth this much. If you're not about it, then that's okay. You know, go somewhere else. So I think just transparency. Goes a long way.
Yeah. Does Coast to Coast have an official mission statement, vision, or core values?
I like to use. We have all that. It's probably about a paragraph long. I don't have it memorized. I should, but I don't have it memorized. We actually have a new website coming out, so if you want to check that out, it'll be super rad. Shout out to Bill for doing that, by the way. But no, I think Be the Change has been kind of like the thing that we've really adopted over the last, I think, 6-7 years. And it's just, it's just a powerful statement in terms of like actually like doing the things that we say. Like, a lot of people, we talk. A lot of people, like, as humans, we talk a lot, and we talk about nothing. And we don't do anything. Action is missed. And so I think being the change has kind of been the next level of action. Like actually doing what you're talking about doing, whether positive influence on yourself, or changing things, or maybe changing your nutritional habits, or just being a better human. I think so. That's kind of been our standpoint. So
yeah, that's really cool. I like that a lot. What has been your experience with culture and religion in the workplace?
It's a hard topic. I try not to. I mean, I'm passionate and I'm spiritual and all, and I'm proud to talk about it, and I have no issues. But like, I don't like to. It's everybody's choice, you know. Like, and I don't like to throw it into people's faces unless it's something that they want to. I provide it. I don't not talk about it.
Yep.
I will always be honest and transparent with anything, even in beliefs. And I think that's important, especially in the world. I mean, right now, the world we live in, you're either left or right or yellow or black or white, and there's really no middle point. And so I think that having the abilities to kind of openly accept somebody's opinions has been a really big thing in the culture that we try to provide. And I mean, it's okay to take on someone's opinion and not agree with it, but I mean, having the conversation should happen. So
yeah, that's really wise. I like that. Is there anything that you want to say in terms of preparing future entrepreneurs to be able to answer questions about the culture and beliefs of their business?
I'll probably just go back with like living what you're talking about, you know, like be real with yourself, be real with one another, you know, be honest. I think being a true, genuine human being will go so much further than, you know, pretending and not living out what you're saying. So I just and grind, be ready.
Yeah.
It's no cakewalk. I mean, some people have it a little easier. I haven't had it that easy. It's been a lot of work with a lot of really good people, and so just be ready for what's to come.
Yeah. Okay, the last question, this is very open, but are there any comments, concerns, or even stories that you want to share with the listeners? It can be anything that you wish to share, a funny story, a serious lesson, a piece of advice that really helped you.
I think right now, kind of like what's really pouring on my heart. I lost a friend not that long ago. He committed suicide. It was a pretty thing, you know, like, and I think if anything, I want people to know that it's okay to talk, you know. It's like it's okay to have a bad day, and it's okay to, you know, to ask for help, or it's okay to not be okay. Like, that's an okay thing. And so I think going back to what we talked, I've said it 1,000 times, and I apologize, but like, just being a genuine good human, you know, like, quit pretending, you know, like, it's okay to ask for help and be a good human, you know. Like, we have so many people around us, and we get so caught up in ourselves, you know. Like, I mean, why not try to achieve personal greatness, you know? But like, being a good human is more than about you. It's about having an epic circle around you and taking care of that circle. And so, you know, being open, communicate with people, tell the people around you love them, you know, be a damn good human, and ask for help. You know, ask for help if you're struggling. It's okay. Yeah. You know, like, that would probably be my takeaway right now. I think mental health is on the decline, and it's only going to get worse. The world sucks right now, and it's important that, you know, people like me, you know, I've been blessed with a little bit of an influence. You know, I have a huge group of people that you know, they look to me for advice, or, you know, I have you know, a big staff that looks up to me for guidance, and I take that very, very responsibly. And you know, it's not something that I take lightly, you know. And so being open and transparent, being a good human, those are kind of all my takeaways. Yeah, that's awesome. I think, especially right now, like you said, like, it's so easy for us to hide everything that we're feeling, just given. Yeah, depression's real, anxiety's real. I live it every day, you know. And I think one thing that separates me is, you know, I'm okay to talk about it. You know, if I'm having a bad day, I'll tell somebody. Yeah. And I'm not perfect, you know. Like, I have my battles, you know, like we all do. But I mean, it's okay to talk about it. Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Corey, for sharing your story with us today. Yes, ma'am. And as a true thank you, Chili's would like you to have a gift card, and then we also got you a USF mug from our team. Heck yeah. So Chili's is in business of making people feel special in everything they do. They put their customers first, beyond the transaction between a team member and any customer. It's people connecting with people, and no matter the length of the visit, of time, or day, Chili's will help you create memorable experiences that last. This has been Caitlin Kellner from The Ground Up. We'll talk to you next time.